Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for the cheapest and fastest coins anywhere. Use code ZIRK for 10% off your order. And if you guys want to compete in tournaments for cash prizes, make sure to check out tourneycrypt.com.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over the easiest way to complete some of these challenges that are giving you guys a lot of trouble. I've had this video requested me a lot, especially over on Twitter, and I've had a lot of specific challenge questions over on Twitter on some challenges that are giving you guys some issues, and of course, what plays do I run during these challenges? Now, I don't know how many other YouTubers have made a video somewhat similar to this. I'm going to be going a little bit more in depth. I know that I saw Gutfox made a video going over the plays that he runs. I'm going to be going more in depth than just that. I'm going to go over some plays that are running the best plays to use, but I'm also going to be going over some of these specific challenges that are giving you guys some issues. I actually wrote down like 3 of them. Comment down below if I don't go over one of the challenges that are giving you guys an issue. Maybe I can just tweet it out or reply to your comment and let you know an easy way to go ahead and complete that challenge, or if it's a big one, I'll make another video about it for you guys. With that being said though, let's go ahead and get into, first off, the best plays that I like to run, some little tricks that I have when it comes to playing these challenges, and also specific challenges that are giving you guys issues, what you should do for those specific challenges. Now, also, I'm going to show you guys this really quickly. If you don't already know how to get different playbooks, this might help you out. In order to get different playbooks, it's only 150 training to get either a base offensive playbook or a base defensive playbook or an alternative offensive or defensive playbook as well. This will definitely help you out with the different playbooks I'm going to be telling you guys about. So first up, let me load up a challenge on the hardest difficulty so you guys know that it is in fact going to be in the hardest difficulty there is, and these plays will work on the hardest difficulty, medium, or even on the easiest difficulty. Doesn't matter what you guys like to do. But me personally, I am going to be using the Patriots playbook to show you guys these plays. What I like to do, I'm going to show you a couple different plays. First one is going to be if you need to pick up in general, just a passing yards, go down the field. This year, a bonus you get is to not throw an incomplete pass. Now, there's a couple different plays that I personally like to run, and again, this really depends on your team. The difficulty of the challenge you guys are doing it on will definitely affect a lot of things. You can easily go with 4 verticals. Everybody knows about 4 verticals. You put a wide receiver on a streak, just throw it deep. If you're on easy mode, you can probably just get away with doing that. If you're on the harder difficulties, you might not be able to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to show you guys 2 plays here. Also, I will say this does work pretty well if you guys are going to be doing a specific challenge where maybe you have to get a bunch of completions in a game and you don't have a ton of time. This is definitely something I recommend. Halfback Wheel is a very, very good play. You guys can see here, you'll easily find someone open. X is going to be open there. You can tell because it's man coverage to the inside, and all you have to do is to throw it on the inside. Just hit right on the left stick while you throw it, or I guess direction it to the right, and you'll throw it past to the inside there. It really just depends on what type of defense the computer's running, and the computer will never cover everything. You just have to make the right read here. And here we can just check it down the flats. If you need to get like 16, or, I think there's a couple of challenges you need to get like 8, 10, 12 completions passing the ball. This is definitely one of those that you can get done very, very easily doing this. This is not necessarily going to be the, oh, I need to pick up 30 yards in this play type one. Is there? I even thrown it. Yep, that's how glitchy it is. Definitely run this play right there. That was some crap. But, like I was saying, alright, Kittle, gonna make a crazy catch there. But like I was saying with that is one you can run. You're not necessarily going to pick up 50, 60 yards on that specific play if you need to pick up one like a big yardage. The one that I personally like to do to pick up a big yardage is going to be one that you guys might already know. Now, personally, I like to run this out of gun, and it is going to be trips, tight end, flex, and it's PA Crossers. PA Crossers is still in the game. PA Crossers is still very overpowered. It's just a matter of having enough time in the pocket to get there. And of course, you're going to need a solid wide receiver if you can pick up even someone that's speedy like John Ross or someone. As you can see, B is going to be open a majority of the time here. Torrey Holt getting open behind the defense. Try to get a little juke move there. Sometimes you might have to replay it and hit a juke move. Sometimes, you just get wide open. It doesn't matter. Maybe you have to hit a juke and a safety, or if you have a fast enough wide receiver, you can just easily get down the field. Here it's man coverage versus a linebacker on. I'm not sure why, but a lot of times, PA Crossers is basically guaranteed to be open. Now I'm also going to show you guys one last play. This one actually worked a lot when it comes to getting a big, like 60, 70, 80-yard touchdown, but it only works in specific scenarios, so you might have to wait until your opponent is running a certain coverage, like a coverage 0 or just one safety over the top. And you guys see here, it is the PA slot wheel, and here it didn't even work. Y is going to be able to come down with this catch, but the route you're actually going to be looking for on this specific play is actually going to be that wheel route up the sideline. And this play is actually out of the gun trips Titan, is the 8th formation here in the Patriots playbook. PA shot wheel, and like I said, I just like to watch T.Y. Hilton and see if he can actually get open. It really depends on how that safety is going to be playing here. Here again, it looks like he's not going to be open, but maybe we can force it in there to X and get an easy touchdown. So you can still find other open routes there. But the main route on that play and the glitch player there, that's kind of how I got the, I think there's a challenge like a 70-yard or 80-yard touchdown pass. That's how I did it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I had to replay that challenge for about 5 minutes until they ran the right coverage. And also Baker Mayfield threw an accurate pass because Baker threw a couple inaccurate passes during the challenge for me. But that is the play that I ran personally to get those 70 or 80-yard touchdowns. So next up is going to be the rushing, and I'm going to do this on the 70 rushing yard one that you, of course, can do from level challenge. There are some challenges you'll have to get done for, of course, Baker Mayfield. I think there's a rushing one, and then probably in the journey as well. I can't honestly remember, but I'm pretty positive there are some challenges you have to get done for rushing. Of course, I can only put this on medium difficulty to show you, but it's not that much different from the hard. So I will say this right now. Yes, Wildcat is a very, very good formation every single year. Wildcat, I think it's in the Vikings, the run and gun, and maybe one other playbook. If you guys have Wildcat in your playbook, let me know down below. Personally, I didn't even use Wildcat when it came to running these challenges. What I personally like to do is going to be, again, out of the gun formation, and is going to be trips, tight end flex, just like the PA crossers. But if you hit right bumper, you can actually sub in players. So what I like to do is sub in, instead of a wide receiver that can't run block, like Amari Cooper doesn't have the greatest run block in the world, I like to sub him out and put in a tight end. And the same thing with Torrey Holt. So we get a little bit better run blockers over here. And you can see now, this one, of course, is going to be a 70-yard rush we have to get. We get some solid blocks, hit the outside. Again, this is on medium difficulty, so hard might be a little bit harder to get done, obviously, but this is just what I personally ran to go and get it. And I know I'm pretty positive there's one where you have to get 70 yards in one play. I'm pretty positive that I got it done using inside zone. Now, personally for me, I like single-backed wing tight as well. For some reason, it seems to not really work for a lot of people, but personally, I love halfback dive. You can see here I have Marcus Allen, so it gets really, really glitchy, and of course, stiff arm is really OP this year, and I'm also going to be breaking off tackles. If you want to pick up a good, speedy running back, that's probably the best thing you can do, and honestly, Wildcat probably is the best run play for you guys to run if you want to power or reverse, jet sweep. I don't think reverse is probably any good. But personally, I just ran inside zone. You can also try some toss plays. Wildcat, of course, is going to work pretty well. Now, next up, I'm going to show you guys some defensive plays to run as well, and also some tips when it comes to defense. Now, by now, you might already know this glitch here, but basically, if you don't already know, when you come out on defense side of the ball and say you need your opponent to pass the ball, or maybe your objective in the game is to not allow them to score any sort of rushing yards or any sort of rushing touchdowns, it is very simple and very easy to do, and I'm sure you guys might already know this tip if you played Madden the past year or two. All you have to do is come out on special teams and do any sort of field goal, and as you guys can see, they will instantly audible. Now, the best way to do this, you're probably going to go like the punt return man. That's probably like the best way to get out of this and the best audible out of this, because then you can see here, you do actually run some sort of man coverage, but if you want your opponent to score, then this is a pretty simple way to get them to actually score the ball and you to get the ball back, have some more time to get some completions or stuff, if yards or points don't really matter. Now, of course, if you're trying to run a blitz, I definitely recommend, by the way, I'm running this out of the Bears defense, which for some reason it's glitched out, but this is all in Bears defense as well. This is actually not the Bears defensive playbook. For some reason, it glitched out in solo challenges. Nickel, double A-gap, mid-blitz. It's the most basic blitz. You guys probably already know about nickel, double A-gap as well, and it is going to be mid-blitz. It's a simple man blitz. All you have to do is really use a safety that is going to be manned up on a running back and take that route away. With how good QB pressure is this year, or I guess say defensive line pressure and them getting there. There they actually blocked extra people, and he almost threw it directly into Ramsey for an interception, which probably should have been an interception. But this is definitely a very easy way to get picks. I also recommend, if only I could show you guys it, because unfortunately it's glitched out for some reason when it came to this challenge here, I like to run 3-4 bear, and I believe that it's some sort of blitz in 3-4 bear. I don't exactly remember what it is called, but the most popular blitz, and one that people you even see online running, is of course going to be mid blitz. As long as you have decently fast outside linebackers, they can scream around that edge, or if you just get one block shed, you're basically going to get there. And as long as your opponent is going to be passing the ball, running like a play action or something, you should be able to get there, as we're shutting down that as well. Now, here is a tip for you guys, though. If you are trying to get interceptions, this is a big tip I have for you guys. Come out in quarters, 3-man deep, and use your defensive lineman. Now, if you happen to get a block shot, you can see there, I got to the quarterback, and he tried to pass the ball. But if you happen to get a block shot when you're coming into the QB, do not attempt to sack him, but get close to him. Now, what I mean by that, and I'll show you guys this again, if they actually are going to pass the ball, you can run quarters, normal, or 3-man deep. I guess it really doesn't matter. But just run man coverage, run like, cover 2, man spot, whatever, and use your defensive lineman and try to get to the quarterback, but do not sack him. Kind of just stand there in front of him, and when you do that, you'll allow some pressure. You can see here, I try not to sack him, and he throws the ball as soon as he possibly can. Now, sometimes he'll throw it away, sometimes he will just chuck it up. Obviously, when you're later in the game, if you already have a 2 or 3 touchdown score, they're probably just going to start passing the ball, and especially towards the end of the game. This is how I was actually able to go ahead and get the one challenge done where I think he had to get 2 interceptions. That's how I was able to do it. Come out in quarters, use your defensive lineman, just block shed, get in front of the QB, but do not tackle him. As long as you do that, he should probably chuck it up, and you might be able to come away 1 or 2 easy interceptions. Obviously, it's easier to do that later in the game. You can see here, starting off here, they're going to be running the ball, but if you get a big lead on a computer, they're just going to start passing the ball every single play. So now that I've gone over plays that you guys should run, let's go over a couple of challenges I've received tweets or comments about asking how to do specific things. So the first one is going to be Week 12, Moment 2, and this is going to be Execute 2 Touch Passes. Now, even myself, when I first started playing this game, I literally saw this and I couldn't figure it out. I even tweeted out, how do you touch pass? Because I personally couldn't even figure out how to do it. So I know a lot of you guys might be having trouble with touch passing as well. And I'll tell you guys this right now. It is not the easiest thing to do in the world this year. And I'm not sure why they decided to change up everything and make it to where you double tap now. You just do a pump fake instead of throwing the touch pass. Because I honestly did touch pass sometimes. But the way you guys touch pass is it's not a lob. It's not a streak. So basically what you do, you guys already know how to throw, not a streak, a bullet pass. You just hold down a button. To lob it, you press it quickly and release it. All you guys have to do to throw a touch pass is you have to hold down the button. So you'll hold it down. I'll show you guys for now. You hold it and then release it like that. You can see there it was a touch pass. It's a little bit quicker, of course, than a lob, but it's not going to be as quick as a bullet. So you don't want to hold on to it too long, but you want to hold on to it so it registers and then release it. It's kind of hard to do. It took me a while to get used to it as well. And you can see here, I'm going to press it again. Touch pass. That's all you got to do in order to touch pass. I know that one's been giving a lot of people problems with completing that challenge and getting that bonus objective. You don't even have to do it, but it is a bonus objective, and it'll help you get those stars a little bit quicker and get yourself Baker Mayfield and Deacon Jones. Now, the next one I've been seeing questions about is the 1933 Journey Challenge. Again, you don't have to necessarily do this one to get the bonus, but in case you guys are wondering how to perform a lateral, now not just that, but kind of what plays to run with the lateral. You guys might not have to lateral it, but I'm going to personally tell you what I was doing. Now, of course, if you don't know how to lateral, it's pretty simple. As soon as you run the ball, you can hit left bumper, and you can lateral the ball back to someone. Now, the way I actually did this is a little bit funny, and it's kind of one of the plays I'm showing you guys this video. It is going to be out of trips, tight end flex, and it's inside zone. Let's see if it actually works again. All I'm doing is literally as soon as I get the ball, guys, I'm spamming left bumper, trying to throw it back to the QB as Zeke hurdles someone, and you can see there, I actually threw it back to the QB, and Mahomes going to run this in for a touchdown after breaking a bullcrap tackle there, which you definitely should not have. But you guys see there, I completed the lateral. That's all you guys have to do. As soon as you get the ball, just spam left bumper, and you should be able to throw it back to your QB in time. And probably not score a touchdown like I did, but it is what it is. And the final one I'm going to go over is going to be the 1942 Journey Challenge. And this is going to be to record user catches. I've gotten this question a lot as well. How do you get a user catch? Now this one, it's not really that hard either. It's going to be basically running the same plays that I've showed you guys. I actually run a little bit different play, but it's going to be the same formation that I've been showing you guys basically all game long or all video long. It is going to be out of the gun trips flex. Now, it's not going to be the crossers, although you could run the crosser with this as well. It's actually level sale. Now, the way to get a user catch, if you guys don't know, I like to throw the running back. This one usually works. So I'll just hit the right bumper, but I'll lob it right. And then all you have to do is hit B as soon as the ball is in the air. And it'll switch you over to the receiver that you threw the ball to. And then all you have to do after that is either hit X or hit A or, whatever you guys want to do. If you want to rack, you want to aggressive catch it. If you want to possession catch it. But all you have to do is make sure that you switch over to that specific receiver as soon as you throw the ball. All you got to do is hit B. And again, if you bullet the pass there, you're not going to have as much time to try and switch over and time it. That's why I personally like to lob those passes unless you're throwing a deeper route here. Like we have Torrey Holt. I'm going to switch over now and try and catch up to that. Get the user catch. Even gives you like a pretty cool animation there. And that is how you user catch. But with that being said, though, I believe those are all of the challenges that I got questions about. How do you do this? How do you do that? What plays do you run? I think I've answered everybody's question. If you guys have any more remaining questions, any specific challenge you guys are having a hard time with, maybe if there's even a lot of people that are having a hard time with a specific challenge, you want me to go over that, I'll definitely make that video for you guys. Anything I can do to help you guys out, you guys already know, I'll be right on it. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys have been absolutely killing it with the like button, with the subs. Cannot say thank you guys enough. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if this video did help you out, make sure you guys smack the like button down below, and of course hit that sub button as well. Turn that notification bell on so you do not miss a single upload. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.